Hi, my name is Randy Rolfe, and this is a Nikken showcase, and hopefully it's your second look a little deeper into Nikken, and it's an independent consultants presentation. We have several of them every week. There's one again tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern Time on the same Royal Alliance Zoom meeting platform, and we have a couple of them all through the week. So this is a 30-minute presentation, and I'm going to share a PowerPoint to get a good overview. So I'll start my slideshow. And we believe Nikken is a better way to a life in balance. And let me get rid of the video panel so you can see the whole picture. And it's an amazing discovery, and I'm so glad I discovered Nikken. It'll be 20 years ago, and it's all about the small choices we make every day that compound over time and create a radical difference in everything in your life: your health, your relationships, your income, your success, and your overall happiness. And this little graph shows how over time the little decisions every day can make the huge difference in your life. And I was very aware of this over 40 years ago. I started studying nutrition and wellness just for my family, and I started teaching it when I became a family counselor. I quit the practice of law, and what I found with families was their small decisions every day, whether they got enough sleep, whether they were friendly at breakfast, whether they had a decent breakfast, whether they did some exercise, some kind of work, whether they enjoyed the business that they were in, the job that they had. All those small decisions add up to a life of humans reaching their potential or not reaching their potential and being unhappy, depressed, and not fulfilled. So the Nikken choice, it is a choice, and life is full of choices, and those little choices every day and the bigger choices, like to get involved with Nikken, are incredibly important. And so Nikken is a combination of focus on active wellness and collaborative entrepreneurship. And so that's what we're going to talk about here for a couple of minutes. Nikken has a definition of success, which is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. And that worthy ideal that the founder came up with in 1975 is balance in all 5 pillars of health: healthy mind, healthy body, healthy family, healthy society, and healthy finances. And I fell in love with that right away because I'd been a corporate lawyer, and I knew that lots of big international corporations like Nikken don't have a clear philosophy that people deserve a life of balance. In the law firm, they expected you to give 80 hours of work to the law, and they didn't really care what was happening with your health and your mental health and your family. And that's one of the reasons I left law. So to find a corporation that believes this is the kind of balance everybody deserves, I fell in love with that we didn't have to sacrifice our health and our family time and our peace of mind to chase the finances. And we could contribute back to society by our work and our play. So what are the major problems we have today? Well, chronic stress is really the source of most of the chronic problems that we have: depression, anxiety, and all the physical problems that we're having are related to chronic stress. And we are the sandwich generation. Those of us who are baby boomers, younger people are having trouble finding jobs, especially jobs that are meaningfully rewarding and interesting. And so the level of stress is huge. But when I talk to families, of course they were worried about their health, but the number one stress they faced every day was finances. And that is the number one source of stress in today's society. And this picture is of the 4 cash flow quadrants developed by Robert Kiyosaki about how we make our income. How do we meet our financial needs? And on the left side, you're either an employee or self-employed. And in both cases, you have no leverage. All you have is your own time, and you're selling your time for money. And an employee is limited by what the employer thinks the job is worth, not what you are worth. And if you're self-employed, often you're the last to get paid. And if an employee doesn't show up, you're the one that has to be there. So there's no leverage with those ways of making a living, yet 95% of our population in the developed countries, particularly the US and North America, only control 5% of the wealth, but 95% of them, that's the way they earn their living. The best thing to do is to get to the right side of this diagram, to either become a business owner or an investor. If you're a business owner, you get to leverage the time and effort of other people and get a piece of the productivity of those people. If you're an investor, you're actually leveraging your money. Now, the hard thing about getting to the right side is you have to start with some money usually. For a franchise like McDonald's, it's $1 million or $2 million to get started. And if you want to be like Warren Buffett, whose picture is there, one of our top investors in this country, you need a whole lot of money to get started. You need about $1 million to invest just to earn an extra $5,000 or $10,000 a month. So lots of us don't sit around with an extra couple of million. So how do we get from the left side to the right side, where 5% of our population control 95% of the wealth? Well, a lot of people nowadays are trying to do it through the gig economy. That's where we have independent workers with on-demand availability for temporary or part-time assignments. And particularly the younger generation are embracing the gig economy because they see that the older generations are not getting the kind of retirement and pensions and support that they expected when they joined up with some giant corporation. And the gig economy is cost efficient because there are more you're more in control of the opportunities that you earn. It's also more mobility and more life balance. You have much more control over your time, and you generate your money according to your priorities rather than an employer's. And a couple of statistics that show the impact of the gig economy. Of course, the way that the Uber drivers have increased so fast in just 5 years by a factor of 1,000. People are putting their cars to work and after hours earning extra money. And then the incredible growth of online businesses like Amazon show that people are buying and selling online, and the internet is, we have no idea yet what the potential of the internet is to change our economy. So what is the Nikken advantage? Well, the big advantage is it can be done online, it can be done from home, and it's very easy to get into. It's like a franchise, only you don't have to have $1 million. You can join Nikken just for $99 and your investment in the products that you can enjoy yourself and then show others. So it's easily integrated into your life. It's a turnkey system like McDonald's, but you don't have to spend $1 million in rent to have it. And there's a wonderful leadership development plan because we work collaboratively, and you work for yourself, but not by yourself. So it really is a perfect gig, and we're going to go into exactly why in the next few slides. So what we do is we're compounding, leveraging the time and effort of others and helping them. we get what we want by helping others. So this diagram of what we do in Nikken, we join Nikken, we get to use the products, and once we fall in love with them, we invite people to become customers and to partner with us to share with more people. Nikken does all the heavy lifting, the corporate work. All we do is talk to people. So they do the warehousing, the research and development, the operations, the accounting, the shipping. All of that is Nikken, and the compliance with regulations and all. And then they reward us for talking to people, finding the people who are ready and interested in wellness and building collaborative entrepreneurship. But at the core, the reason Nikken actually works is because of the amazing one-of-a-kind products. And this goes back to, again, the founder worked with some bioengineers to figure out what nature was doing to support total health. And back in 1975, Nikken developed the first product, which was insoles. Now they have a whole wellness home. And our goal with our products is to have every home a wellness home. Everybody deserves to come home to a home that is going to rejuvenate and support their health. And so our wellness home becomes like a cash flow engine. It's not just someone buys something and then you go try to find another customer. When they realize the power of the Nikken technologies, they get their own products, they invite others to use them, they outfit their families and friends and colleagues. There's monthly consumable products that they can order, and then Nikken is always innovating and enhancing their products. So there's always something new and exciting coming from Nikken. So it's a constant cash flow once you have dedicated consumers. And we invite people to partner with us. So this is a diagram of our core circle of influence. We have 5 or more people that are building their wellness home, and we find 3 people that are entrepreneurial inclined and want to build a Nikken distribution network. So we work with them and we teach them to get their customers and find their leaders and so on. And we help them by coaching our new recruits, and then they help their recruits with our ABC system. So it's very, very effective. If we are introducing somebody, we have someone to back us up and say, yeah, this is all very true. The support system is amazing. And we call them silver, golds, platinums, and diamonds as you become more valuable to the company. And your income goes up, but you're supporting everybody below you and beside you, because we all win. We have 7 billion people to help get into wellness homes. So we don't worry about any kind of competition. And this diagram shows that one apple seed, you cannot predict how many apples that one seed can be responsible for. And we have people in Nikken who have impacted thousands and tens of thousands of people with Nikken's advantage. So it's truly amazing. And this is a diagram about how the business works. You're at the top of that cone with your core of influence, your 3 leaders and your 5 customers or more. And down on the left side are the 3 leaders recruiting 3, recruiting 3, recruiting 3. And then in the middle is their customers. Each has at least 5 people creating their wellness homes. And when you reach each of those levels, the kind of income you're getting on a monthly basis is your profit. So if your first 3 people get 3 people and they have 45 customers altogether, you are easily, probably way before that, at the silver level, earning $500 a month. And these are based just on each customer spending about $150 a month. So it's truly amazing. And a wonderful, wonderful entrepreneurial system. And this is all the different ways Nikken pays you, truly phenomenal. and won't go into great detail, but it's the most generous commission plan in all of direct sales. So now we're going to move on to the Nikken Wellness Home, exactly what that involves. And it is about daily choices. Like I said, nutrition and sleep and basic self-care. And of course, we know from the headlines every day, the health challenges today, they're no longer infections and accidents. It's much more about chronic stress and chronic conditions like heart disease, diabetes, and cancer, fatigue, allergies, sleep problems, weight problems, epidemics of chronic conditions that all the World Health Organization says 70% of them are preventable if we manage our lifestyles and our stress and the toxins we're exposed to. Half of Americans say that they have sleep problems, air and water pollution. We read about it every day. And the people that suffer the most, of course, are our children. And this is the second year now that they say that the children born today will not expect to live as long as their parents. And that certainly is completely unacceptable. The obesity rate for children is astounding and not getting any better. Adolescents aren't getting the exercise or the nutrients they need. And of course, our lower income people are in a much worse situation. Their stress is higher and their access to good quality lifestyle is lower. So of course, they're even worse situation. So what is the answer? It is Nikken and the approach to active wellness and self-care, being healthy by choice, not by chance, because the statistics aren't good. And again, we're looking at the 5 pillars of health, and Nikken addresses all of them. The kind of work you do sharing Nikken helps society. Nikken compensates generously for the finances, and it's all built around your own healthy body and working from home, so you have time with your family. And the collaborative entrepreneurship offers true healthy mind. It's all about personal growth and building a good life by helping others. So we've seen this picture before, our wellness home. Nikken does research constantly in all these areas, millions of dollars of research every year. And we have 3 basic categories, over 100 different products. And as a nutritionist, which I became a nutritionist to help with my counseling for families, and the nutritional lines are second to none. They're whole food based, they're pharmaceutical grade, which means whatever's on the label is in every capsule. Skincare is ecologically based. And we work with top researchers around the world to have absolutely unique products, like our bone health product, like our Vital Balance meal replacement powder, and our J. Greenzymes. They're all unique in the marketplace. Truly amazing. In the environment, our main entry is the water. We're 80 to 90% water in any given tissue. And so the quality of our water is critical. And there's so many contaminants in most of the water we drink, even bottled water, to get rid of the chlorine, but all the other nasty stuff is still in there. So this is what we want to call a waterfall. It does all the things that nature does to cleanse and energize and structure water and mineralize it so that it's the healthiest water you can get. And we have a shower system and a sport bottle that do the same thing. The most signature line of Nikken's products are the rest and relaxation. And the picture shows a folded mattress topper. So I sleep on a magnetic mattress every night and wake up, no matter what went on the day before, I wake up completely refreshed. It's a wonderful, wonderful feeling. And I'm sitting on that black Nikken seat. And I wore the mask last night, so my eyes are relaxed and rejuvenated. I've got the insoles in my shoes. The technologies they're now in their 3rd or 4th generation in these different products. Nikken is always enhancing. And then there's the comforter and the pillow that go along with the mattress topper so that you're in a cocoon of natural energy, earth energy and solar energy, and wonderful bioceramics to even help with your breathing. And then there's that little massage. We have some active products and an amazing magnetic pulse device that can take the stress out of any area. So I'm going to stop the PowerPoint now and invite our special guest, Connie Livingston, to share her story. Thank you so much for coming. Let me move to gallery so we can see you. And thanks for joining us, Connie. She's one of the many wonderful friends you get to know in Nikken because we collaborate on these kinds of calls. We have wonderful meetings in Florida and Toronto and San Antonio this year. And we all have stories to tell. So Connie, please tell us how you got involved and what Nikken has meant to you.
Well, thank you, Randy. I began my Nikken journey 17 years ago. I am a fitness professional and for 45 years and have trained high school groups and women and elite athletes, and they're all very results oriented. And so when I had a problem with, after years of high impact aerobics and gymnastics and cheerleading with very sore feet, I was looking for an answer to that problem so I could continue doing the things that I enjoyed, taking walks with my husband, teaching my classes. When the doctor said, well, you have two choices, live with it or take high levels of pain pills, I thought there must be another way. And as there are no accidents, I ran across a friend of mine who was an exercise instructor also. And she said, well, something helped me. It was a little unusual, but she said, if you put these insoles in your shoes, you're going to maybe see a difference. I'm not sure, but give it a try. Well, I was willing to try anything at that point. And so I put them in my shoes. I slept with them with socks over them at night. And within 3 days, the discomfort that I had went completely away. Not only that, but my legs had more energy. And by the end of the first week, my exercise lady said, please take those out of your shoes because you have too much energy. But I didn't, and that was 17 years ago. I wear them all the time. I tried other women in class because, as I said, I'm results oriented. So I wanted to see some other results. Women that stood on their feet all day doing retail, or people that just were busy and active. And they had the same results in different time periods, some very quickly, some a little bit longer. But in the end, they all had the same results with solving a problem. And Nikken is a company that is a solution-based company. They like to solve some of the chronic everyday situations and problems that we face in our health. So I decided to look at the company and found it was rock solid. I loved, too, the fact that it had a philosophy of balance in your health. 5 pillars of health: healthy body, healthy mind, healthy family, society, and finances. That was the way I had always lived my life. I embraced the gig economy, 50 years ago, in that I wanted to be able to be at home for my children after school and at lunchtime. So I found something I was passionate about, and that was exercise and being active in and proactive in your health. And I made a business out of it. And it was a business that I could do and still be at home for my children. So I love that fact. I like the fact that the Nikken products fit so seamlessly into our lives. The sleep system, which is fabulous, is my recovery system. It delivers this magnetic energy to me that helps me after I've taught several classes during the day, babysat for grandchildren, did other things, that the next day I am up and refreshed, recovered, and ready for the next day. That's huge. And it also helps my elite athletes recover and get ready. I mean, their paycheck depends on it, so they have to recover in a quick way. So the sleep system we've used for a long time. The water, I know the importance of hydration for just general use, but especially for athletes and especially for active people, you need that hydration. And so I not only drink the water, first thing I do in the morning, get up and have a tall glass of the water, but I shower. I have the shower head so that I'm not getting the chlorine into my system. I use the Nikken shampoo, which is wonderful. It is like a spa treatment for your head and scalp. And I've shared that with others. I now have 3 generations on the shampoo. A friend of mine, her daughter, and her very picky teenage daughters. So it passes the test. It's a great product. The nutritionals are engineered to be very bioavailable to your body. And again, that's results oriented. You want to, if you're taking a vitamin mineral, you want it to work in your system. And I've found that the Nikken products are second to none when it comes to being bioavailable, doing what they're supposed to do. My morning drink is my Kenzen Vital Balance protein shake. It has medium chain triglycerides in it, which help with focus and which really keep the body going. And for me, I get up, I have that, and I teach 2 or 3 exercise classes. So it definitely gives you the energy. On and on during the day, I have the insoles in my shoes. I have a Nikken necklace. I have the earrings. I just like that magnetic delivery system in my body wherever I can get it. It seems to keep me energized. So Nikken products produce consistently. And whether you're doing an exercise program, a diet program, or anything that you do, it's the little by little over time that makes the difference. Consistent results come from consistent activity. So being active by choice and not chance is very critical. I have pages of testimonials from women in class that have had wonderful results with the products. I share those with other people that are having discomforts or problems. Nikken has come out with 3 wonderful packs, which help promote the energy concept, both with the earth energy and sun energy. They have the water packs. They have the sleep system packs. So their researchers, their highly qualified scientists, have seen what are good products to use yourself and to share. And they make it very convenient and economical to order these packs. So it's a company that really, as I say, is a solutions-oriented company. They see problems from chronic everyday problems to other problems, and they find solutions. And for that, I'm very grateful. I'm a product of the product, and I enjoy that. And I'm a big show and tell person, and that's what I do. I share these products with people and have always been very happy with the results.
Well, thanks, Connie. That was so thorough, and I love what you said about the packs too, that Nikken has figured out how to get your wellness home started right away. And you never know what you've prevented by using Nikken's products for self-care. And I like to say you don't ever know how good you can feel until you have these products. Because when I started, we'd been doing good nutrition and exercise and outside and, you know, a lot of good lifestyle things. But I was so excited to find Nikken because it was a whole nother dimension to restore the body to those natural energies. And we had no complaints, but I just like the idea of prevention. Just do whatever is good for the body. And so if you feel like you're walking through the park when you're sitting 17 stories high in an office building, that's pretty cool. And you know you're going to lower your stress. And who knows what that will prevent, as I was saying earlier. So we all work together to educate people. And I love what you're saying about, you know, sharing with your classes and demonstrating, because that's really what we do. We talk to people and we show them, we tell our stories and have them feel how much more they can relax. So do you have what's your 1 minute?
Well,
Nice to meet you.
Nikken is a total wellness company. That's what I like about it. It's not little pieces of wellness that you have to put together. They've done the putting together part, and they've done it beautifully, so that from skin care to hair care to sleep and water and things that we do, Nikken has the total package. Saves a great deal of time from standing and looking at a wall of vitamins in a store and trying to decide on your own which one is good for you. They've done the research. They're a quality company, and over 17 years, I've had no reason to ever doubt that. And I'm grateful to their dedication to the humans being more and having a better world for all of us and generations to come.
So true. Thank you for sharing. And I'm going to go back to a couple more slides here. So let's begin your new success story. Get back with the person who invited you to this program and join in our other collaborative presentations. And start being a customer, whatever interests you. The water pack, as Connie was suggesting, a lot of people are starting there. The energy pack for all those things during the day, some of the jewelry and the massage tools and such, and the sleep system. And then when you start sharing with people, and Nikken sends you checks every month or even every week when you're selling retail, you can be a part-time entrepreneur. And if you want to fire your boss, you can become a full-time entrepreneur, and the sky's the limit. There's no glass ceiling. There's you need to be 18, but that's the only limitation. So please join us. It would be great. It's an opportunity that it's hard to tell how great it is. So thank you for joining us today.